Looks like there might have been some contact there.
And there you see Kyle, top of your screen. And now we'll go from our blimp view, and there you see Kyle and Eric racing together, and just follow that 54 car after the contact with the white 20.
Like there was some contact there, and Kyle bumps into Larson, and it turns him to the left. Elliott Sadler hit there by Brendan Gaughan.
And there's the 54. You saw the impact. Go on board with Bubba Wallace.
Check up, check up, check up, check up. Hard. Down, 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 down. Keep rolling hard, keep rolling hard. We're in it, we're in it, we're in it.
And you see Kyle here being tended to by medical officials. And he is alert and obviously talking, and that's a great sign.
This win's going to punch his ticket to the championship 4. Gordon wins at Martinsville.
Jeff Gordon's career in racing will come to an end on Sunday, but not before taking one last shot at a title. With 4 championships already on his resume, the driver known as the Rainbow Warrior hopes to ride off into the South Florida sunset as the 2015 Sprint Cup champion.
I don't think I could have scripted it quite the way it's going. I never dreamed that we could have an opportunity to be battling for the championship in my final race.
This is about a championship race and 4 guys, but in the end it's also about one of the legends of our sport and making sure that he goes out without having something that detracts from it.
Kevin Harvick, another member of the Final Four, is out to defend his 2014 trophy. Just another storyline to this year's EcoBoost 400.
He's the favorite. We're the sentimentals. That's all there is.
While Gordon downplays a possible storybook ending, the other drivers are well aware, but they won't let up off the gas just to hurt their own championship hopes.
I want to be a part of the time that everybody remembers everybody's Jeff Gordon's last race. And hopefully they all remember Jeff Gordon's last race by us winning.
If it comes down to, a little bit of pushing and shoving at the end for the win, then, it just depends on, what I feel like the other guys are willing to put on the line.
Gordon doesn't have to win outright. He just has to finish ahead of Harvick, Martin Truex Jr., and Kyle Busch. And it helps that he's won here before.
It's a great track for us to finalize not only my career but this championship battle, and plus it's a great town to have a good post party. So
Dale Earnhardt Jr. to the bottom of the track. Jr. will win at Daytona. And the big one happens behind them.
Oh my God.
Of Austin Dillon into the catch fence. All the crews getting out to that car to assist these drivers. Thumbs going up from all the crew members, and the crowd roars. Look at the catch fence on the front straight. Crew members pulling. Austin Dillon out, he's walking. The damage to the 4 of Kevin Harvick. What an incredible sight to see Austin Dillon walking away from that 3 car that is demolished.
Yeah, the 11 gets kind of stuck in the middle there and comes across the 4's bumper. As he does, he spins back in, gets the 3 airborne, and he just gets projected off the other cars right up into the fence.
He went from the bottom of the racetrack over 2 rows of cars and into that catch fence.
Here we go. You can see him on the bottom. Rex starts in front. He runs in the back of the 24, gets up on the 11. Now he's on top of the 51.5, and now it's just along for the ride. Watch the car stop. Watch the car stop. It gets into those poles, and it goes from, I don't know what, 180, 190 miles an hour, I'm just guessing, to a complete stop. That is unbelievable.
And it looks like that's 3,500 pounds. That stock car is extremely heavy. And you see here, after he's upside down, the 2 is spinning. Obviously, he's already lost control, makes more contact with the 3.
And Kenseth cleared by Logano. Maybe no. Kenseth takes him out. Logano into the wall. Caution comes out and the crowd roars.
What's going on down here?
I know we had talked about it after what we saw a couple weeks ago. I was the first to say I never expected that to happen out of the 20 car.
Helmets coming off of the crew members of the 20. Joey Logano stuck in the grass. If the 20 of Matt Kenseth can continue, NASCAR has said he will be parked. Helmet is already off of the 20. And we have to remind you why this is happening.
Stay in the car.
A couple races ago at Kansas, Matt Kenseth was leading. Joey Logano running second. You can tell how the fans feel about it. The red flag is out as they will have to clean the track up. A couple races ago in Kansas, the team told Joey to stay in the car, but obviously Joey out of the car, not able to continue on. In the latter laps of the race at Kansas, Joey Logano had a faster car than Matt Kenseth. He got behind him. He bumped him going into turn 1. He turned Kenseth around. After the race, Kenseth said, "That's not the way I want to be raced. Now I know how he races me."
One of the great stories in NASCAR Sprint Cup Series history just wrapped up here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Kyle Busch, despite missing 11 races with a broken right leg and left foot, came back to win NASCAR's championship. Improbable, unlikely, whatever words you want to use, Kyle Busch is the champion in his 11th season. Finally, Charlie Brown gets to kick the football. Kyle Busch actually won the race. He didn't have to win it, but he did. He pulled ahead on a late restart. Now he wins his 5th race of the year, which is many more than most drivers did all year, despite missing the amount of races he did. He goes in as the 2nd straight driver to win the final race and become champion.
Pace cars in to settle the Daytona 500. Joey Logano brings them to the line. Denny Hamlin to his inside. It's on.
Kevin Harvick in that 4 was really pushing Clint Boyer in that 15.
Well, buddy, I tell you what, that was a pretty good restart for that 22 car. He can go where he wants to now. I think he'll stay with Boyer, though. I don't know what it is, but I think he and Boyer got a little something going.
Hold your breath for the next 30 seconds as 4 cars try to break away from the field.
That 22, it reminds me of Matt Kenseth in the Unlimited the other night. That 22 is out front. He's hard to catch. Logano has got some speed right now and seems like being out front and pulling these others and not affecting him at all. Here comes Harvick around the outside of Clint Boyer.
And look who's with him.
And here
Dale
comes
Earnhardt
Dale
Jr.
But look at the run that Harvick had off turn 4 in that 4 car. White flag this time.
A lot of jostling back in the pack. The leader's going to make it under the white, under green. Logano, Harvick, Earnhardt, Boyer, last lap.
Guess what? The race is getting ready to start off turn 2. It's all on from there on.
Car smoking back of the field, drops back out of play, 3 wide. Big cluster coming off turn number 4. Smoke, trouble, way in the back, but here come the leaders.
The question is, are they going to throw the yellow or are they going to let them race back?
7, 8 car pile up in the back straightaway. Caution is out.
Joey Logano.
Keep coming. Just stay on the gas. Back straightaway. Stay on the gas. Coming to easy here. They say roll out of the throttle.
It's over, boys.
Coming
It's
to
over.
Middletown, Connecticut's Joey Logano wins the Daytona 500.
Daytona 500, guys! Hell yeah! Wow! Man, you are the man.
Ninth Sprint Cup Series win for Logano in his 220th start.
Wow! What a deal, guys!
And just moments ago, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, obviously Kevin not happy at all with the way it went down, and so they're going to discuss it. And maybe a little more than discussion.
You see, this sport's full of emotions. You know, Kevin Harvick feels like he was done wrong, and he wants to express his displeasure with Jimmy. These two worked really closely together, you know, making their cars faster, but you can see Kevin's not happy with Jimmy.
That's what the playoffs do. Kevin Harvick wants to win a championship. He came here with a car that he thought he could win the championship. He said in his interview he felt he stayed his ground. Jimmy Johnson felt like he needed to come up. They obviously disagreed about what happened on the racetrack. It looked like they planned to talk it out.
There you see some of the members from the 4 team, Kevin Harvick's team. That's crew chief Rodney Childers, competition director Greg Zipadelli. And the reason we're showing them, we have not heard from Kevin Harvick. Some drivers, including Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, have both made accusations that Kevin Harvick possibly started that wreck on purpose to be able to hold his position on that second restart. Again, this is what Matt Kenseth and Denny Hamlin said.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's going to be an accusation. Is all it's going to be. Kevin Harvick's the only one who knows exactly what happened here. He knows his race car won't go, so he had tried to go. This was the first one here. So he gets up to the right, out of the way, lets everybody go because his car will not come up to speed. It won't run any faster than what they're going under caution. But he did move to the right on that first one, Kyle, and got out of the way. They still wrecked in front of him.
Yes.
So that wasn't any problem with that about what Kevin was doing there.
Yeah, this is the first one, and like you say, he moved out of the way. Now here he is on the second one, and he stays in line farther down the racetrack, and we see the 6 of Trevor Bayne, and right here is where the controversy comes in. Is Kevin trying to get out of the way? Does he not know that the 6 car is there? I don't know. He crosses the line. I think Kevin crosses the line going up the racetrack. We heard the entire Gibbs organization almost when we interviewed him say that was done on purpose because he couldn't afford to lose any spots to make this chase.